Welcome to Small Talk Daily for Thursday, June 17th, 2010. This morning I thought I'd do a little preview of what's coming up in WebVelocity 1.1. Michael Lucas Smith, one of the lead engineers on this product, has already done a screencast showing some of the major features. I should let you know that the browser's got a lot of stuff in it that's not in the screencast that I'm doing right here. I'm going to focus mainly on a simple example and show you what's changed between 1.0 and 1.1, which is what we're at. What I'm going to do is build a simple counter application using JQuery. So to get started, what we do is we go to New, Create Application. I'm going to call this My Counter. And since it's a simple counter, we're not going to need schema. So we hit OK. And now I need a new component. So I'm going to go to Component. I don't need a template. I'm going to call it My Counter. And now I have that. What I need to do, though, is I need to come in here and I need to create a variable. So I go to the Variables tab. And there's a link here, New Variable. So I'm going to bring this over here so you can see it. I'm going to just type in count and hit OK. And now I've got that. I can document it if I so choose, but let's just go back to the code for a minute. We're going to do a couple of things. First, we're going to go to initialize, and we're going to add to this count gets 0 so that we have that initialized. And now we're going to go to rendering. Now I'm going to paste the code in here because there's really no need for you to watch me type. So let's go ahead and just paste that in. I'll show you what I'm doing in a minute. What I have is I have a paragraph. I create an anchor. I'm giving it an on-click action. JQuery count, load that span. You notice here I have an ID with count. And then replace it with count gets count minus 1 for the minus action and count gets count plus 1 for the plus action. So what we do is with JQuery, we grab that little area of the screen and replace it with the new data. Now there's one additional thing I need to do before this will work since I'm using JQuery. I need to make sure JQuery is loaded. So we're going to go back out to Component and we're going to go to Configuration. And a bunch of stuff pops up here, and under Libraries we want to hit Add. So we're going to go down here and I'm going to pick the jQuery deployment library and hit OK. And that'll go ahead and add that, and at this point I should be done. I'm going to browse my counter and you should see that it works. Let me bring this up here so that you can see that there's nothing really going on at the bottom of the browser. I'm not doing a full page submit. So as I hit this, you can see that it's just going ahead and using jQuery to do that. And if I go ahead and go to the View, Developer Tools, you're going to see that I have that div set up and I have JavaScript loaded. If you wanted to see there JavaScript, and I have the onload action. So that's all loaded and everything's happening. So that's really about all I wanted to show today. Let's go back out and close this little developer tools section and do one more thing. We'll go back here to the code. And once we're done with this, to publish this, all you do is go to Actions. And I need to go back out to the My Counter application. I go to Actions, Save. I'm not going to do this because I have a 1.0 version. But I'll show you what would happen. I'd come up and it's going to prompt me with a version number, the blessing, and a comment if I want to make one. So I'm just going to close that for now. And finally, when I'm ready to quit, I go back out to WebVelocity, Server, and I shut down Server, and away it goes. No client console is present, so when I quit, that was it. There was nothing else running. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with small talk.